It's Friday. Welcome to KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Laura Papetti, and we begin with weather. We have Nicole Hernandez. She's filling in for Thomas Patrick this afternoon. And Nicole, fairly mild outside. I can't believe how good that little bit of sun felt.
Oh, it feels incredible, especially when it's almost 40 degrees outside. Not only is it mild in terms of their sun shining, but we also have slightly above average temperatures and we're dry. If you want the snow, it's not the weekend for you, that's for sure, because we are not getting any this weekend. Right now, 38 degrees. There was a chance we were going to top out at 38 degrees today, but instead we're just going to continue warming up. Chance that we reach the 40-degree mark here in the Spokane area. We knew a good amount of our region was going to get to this point. We weren't quite sure about us here in Spokane, though, but it looks like we might actually make it to 40 degrees today. Taking a look at our radar, you can see nothing going on. We're dry again. We've got a little bit of cloud cover here and there, but the sun is definitely still peeking out. This afternoon, you can see we've got a good chance for some good sunshine there. That holds through your evening as well. Then through Saturday, Sunday, we kind of get the same thing going. We've got a couple different chances for some sun. We've got some partly cloudy skies that are going to move their way through as well. But we also stick with those above average temperatures through your weekend as well, plus some potential morning fog. But either way, coming up, I'm talking about after this weekend, when our next chance for rain and snow is.
Hours ago, the Spokane County Medical Examiner released the identity of the woman who was found dead in northeast Spokane. 65-year-old Carol Strait was found in a field on Wednesday afternoon. Spokane County Sheriff's deputies say they found a dog next to her body. They say it was not on a leash and showed aggressive or protective behavior. Deputies say Strait had wounds believed to have been caused by a dog. However, the medical examiner has not released the official cause and manner of her death. Tracking a developing story from overnight, Spokane police detained multiple people following a search warrant at a home in the Minnehaha neighborhood. Police say the warrant is connected to the deaths of two people nearby. Last week, SPD found a man and a woman dead after responding to reports of gunshots in the area. Earlier this week, the Spokane County Medical Examiner identified the victims as 37-year-old Colton Russell and 23-year-old Kiara Morgan Wheeland. The Major Crimes Unit is currently investigating. And the Spokane City Council has approved an extension of their contract with the Salvation Army. So that allows the organization to run the Trent Shelter from January through April of 2024, so the next several months. The contract total is $3.73 million, including $3 million to run the shelter for 4 months. The $730,000 will go to cost increases to run the shelter this year.
This is still complicated. It has not been solved. This is a Band-Aid until we get more data and how we move forward and how we fund it. But we do not want anyone on the streets. As much as a city, we can prevent that.
The contract extension comes as the Trent Shelter and Spokane County's homeless population are experiencing an outbreak of disease. Spokane County's health district tells KREM 2 News they've been working with track on increasing hygiene and sanitation measures even before early cases were identified in late October. And today, North Idaho College President Nick Swain is expected to be in court. He is asking the court to make the college turn over an investigative report. Swain says the report involves allegations against him by another employee at the college. According to our news partners at the Coeur d'Alene Press, that petition was filed back on November 17th. It says NIC violated Idaho public record laws by denying Swain's request for a copy of that report. And happening today, the Washington State Supreme Court will discuss whether or not to intervene in the case involving the Pac-12 Conference and who controls the conference future. Right now, as it stands, based on the lower court's ruling, Washington State and Oregon State universities have sole control of the Pac-12 Board of Directors. We'll let you know as soon as the Washington State Supreme Court makes a decision, and be sure to download the KREM 2 app. We will send a push notification when we find out exactly what happens. Meanwhile, Washington State football released its 2024 schedule, and Washington State and Oregon State are moving on as a conference, teaming up with the Mountain West Conference for a scheduling agreement. So as part of that agreement, WSU will have essentially 6 conference games against Mountain West teams. However, WSU already had scheduling agreements with San Diego State and San Jose State, so those matchups are not included in the 6-game scheduling agreement. 6 home games, 5 road games, and the Apple Cup, which will be played at Lumen Field. Next year, the Apple Cup is on September 14th instead of the usual November. And of course, the big question that still remains is what is the future of other sports? So a CBS Sports reporter saying the Mountain West is in talks with both Washington State and Oregon State to join the Pac-12 for the 2024-25 season in basketball. And this includes both the men's and women's teams. There is no timetable for an official agreement, and the reporter saying it is just for basketball. No word yet on sports like baseball or volleyball.